any way you want. There's a number of ways, pulling out of the collar and dropping it, pulling out of the head, fighting the hands or whatever. If you're short enough, you can just get the hands out of your way a little bit, lower down, hit him with the shoulder in the hip, and get the weight onto his other leg, and just snake your hand around, down around the shin, and the other one in as well, which keeps your elbow side harder for him to come over you, and just stand up with it. Keeping your head on the inside here, your ear somewhere in between, like I say, his chest and his belly button, and not too low where it's going to be easy for him to push your head down, not too high where he'll come underneath your chin and start pushing you away. AJ's afraid to do it. Alright, and from there we'll just finish it off. And if you want to do a few entries to get warm, fine, then when we go to finish it, we'll just run the pipe. So we step towards his other foot, we step back, we open up this space behind him, and we put his ass into that space. So just your shoulders on his hip, and just lower it. So there. So any entry you want, this is just a common one. Just drop him down, hit him with the shoulder, and catch it down. Just 1 step, 2 step, drop him into this space. Staying close, then we're going to pass. Alright, give it a try on 2. It's 1, 2. So the same again, you can do the entry or you can just do the pass, we're going to have the pass onto it. So we have the leg, start dropping them down here. If you can, depends on your preference, if you like to start passing standing up, but generally when you're going down, you're committing to getting them down, you're probably going to be relatively close. So one that can help is trying to drop into half guard positions, and sometimes this knee might be in your way a little bit, but if you got them down, you can start trying to battle inside it. Or like I was saying, if you prefer to pass standing up, maybe you can drop into something like a knee slide pass, or with your hand position, some people will drop into an over-under pass. But for today, if you prefer to stand or pass standing up, you can just drop into a knee slide pass or any other variation you want. Or if you haven't done this before, as he's dropping, just come down on top of him as well. And keep that one leg that we isolated just in between ours. Gonna start passing to the mount. Get a runder hook, work your way up, get a cross face, and then start circling. Make him look away from you. So his legs are starting to look away from you. Take a big step up, and then we get our knee above his knee. All the way to the ground. Open up the space, and start freeing up with it. All the way to the mount. So if you can take someone down and then pass to the mount, that's 9 points. It's a really, really good start to a match. Alright? So we have today 1 step, 2 steps, drop his hip down, and we're in. Start working our way up, or if you prefer to stay standing, underhook, head, start circling, knee to the ground, open up the space, and free. Alright, give it a try on 2. It's 1, 2. After getting the mount position, quite often he'll turn, say he turns this way, whether it be he's trying to bump and turn you over by grabbing your arm and you free it up, or he's trying to push the knee. So it's very common that he'll try to get on his side rather than getting stuck flat in his back. So a good reaction for when he starts to go onto his side is for us to go into our technical mount. It's good for balancing, and it's good to get a foot stuck in the ground here a little bit more. And if he starts pushing the foot down to try and get a half guard, it gets stuck in his hip a little bit more, we can stay heavy on it, and we can attack at the same time. It's not impossible for him to get it in there, so it's kind of temporary, but it makes it a little bit harder. So we're just going to go to the person on bottom, can do any of the 2 main escapes. They can start trying to push the knee, and we turn with him, or he can try to bump, grab the arm, and then start going, and we can just try swim our arm out of there or avoid it, and come in here. Once we're in behind him, get a little bit of weight behind his shoulder. If he realizes that we transitioned well and we're now starting to get behind him, he knows he messed up and he's going to try to come back. So get a little bit of weight in behind him, whether it's your chest or pinch him with your thigh, whatever works for you, just something behind this shoulder. Catching the wrist. Catching your own wrist or his wrist again, whatever you want. Knee up high, and we're just going to chair sit to the back. So we start sitting down and pulling our weight over towards here so that we keep in good position. Our foot is nice and close here underneath his lower back, so when we lift them up it flicks out, and we can put in a second hook, just stay nice and high, good position, try to keep our chest behind his back. So he turns up whichever way he wants, we transition with him, stay in behind and get good control. Seat belt, wrist control, your wrist, double wrist, maybe double collars, whatever you prefer. Knee in tight, elbow over your knee, foot is here on his lower back pretty much. I'm pushing over and down, foot flicks out, 2 hooks in, hinge, and we're good to go. Alright, give it a try on 2 guys, 1, 2. We're going to do the whole sequence. When we get to the back, you can do any finish you want. Common ones being double collar, collar and behind, and collar in the leg. And classic, of course, being the rear naked choke. So if you haven't done any finishes from the back before, try out the rear naked choke. So just going to drop your elbow here. I'll just do it from here so you guys can see better. Dropping the elbow pretty much right underneath his chin. If his chin is down and you need to move it a little bit, you can get your hand just underneath his chin a little bit and lift, and push and lift and in, or else you can grind in a little bit, or sometimes you can use your other hand to lift a little bit. But whatever way you can do it, get your elbow right underneath his chin. The benefit of that is you're going to get pressure onto both sides of his neck here, rather than if you're here, it's just into his windpipe, which is still good, but we'll try to get it a little bit better if we can. So elbow right underneath his chin. Going to drop the elbow right into his sternum here, like you're going to make the shape of a J. So it drops in and then up, and as you're going, the two sides here start to squeeze in, and we snake your hands. So the left hand here, normally you catch onto his shoulder just for a moment and then start snaking your two hands. No need to reach out in front here and grab your bicep, because he's going to grab your arm. Sometimes you get arm barred here. I've seen it happen. It's a really bad way to end the match. Two hands together and snake it up. Getting your hand here that's choking as deep in onto your tricep as you can. Like this. This one here just slots nicely behind the back of your head, where it juts out that little bit more, just underneath that. Then from there, like we were saying, we make the J with our elbow, in and up. The two sides squeeze off, and this one in the back of his head just punch them into it. So squeezing from every side. Underneath is coming up. The sides are squeezing in with this, and this one here is pushing them into it. At the same time, you have your legs in position, so use your legs to keep him where he is, and use your hands to stretch him away from him. So it stretches his neck out, makes it more vulnerable, and then squish it from every side. Alright, give it a try on two. 1, 2.